this is miserable. I'm going to do this. I just wanted to hang out at home for the weekend and get right back on the road. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. We are obviously not in the Volvo this morning. We're taking a road trip from home here in Denver to Fresno, California to pick up a new fuel tank for my truck. So yesterday morning when I got up, there was a puddle of diesel underneath my driver's side fuel tank. And it was still dripping out, you know, then. So I called around because there's only one reason fuel is going to be coming out of the bottom of a fuel tank, and that's because there's a hole in it. So I called around to like 5 different places, 6 different places, seeing if they had it. And they literally all told me the same thing, that they don't have it. They're on national back order, and to get one is 6 to 8 months because when you order it, they're going to build it. Well, that doesn't work. The tank can technically be like rebrazed because it's aluminum if it needs it, but to do that, you still got to take it to the shop. You got to send it somewhere that can do it. They got to do it, send it back. And it's a whole process. So, one of the dealers I called in Cheyenne, the Nextran in Cheyenne, Wyoming, the guy was nice enough to look in his parts database. And I think I said this in one of my other videos, but whatever. And there were 2 tanks, like what I need, available in the country. Okay. One of them's in Minneapolis, one of them's in California. I called the Minneapolis place first because it's closer to where I'm at right now. And the one they had been ordered for a customer going on their truck, so obviously can't sell that one. So I called the one in California, and sure enough, that's just a part that's in stock. The only one in the country. So I reserved it, and I'm going to get it. This morning, before I leave on the drive-in, I go over to the truck to grab a few things. And I had put a drip pan underneath the truck, and I pulled it out to see how much had come out. Well, none had come out. It was totally dry. It was 100% dry. The tank was dry, the strap was dry, the rubber was dry, like no diesel had leaked out. So I don't know what's going on with that. The only thing that I can think of is that, you know, driving down the road, hitting all these big bumps in these horrible roads, the tank must have shifted a little bit and leaked. And yesterday when I was driving, it must have shifted back, and that rubber seal that is between the metal strap that holds the tank on and the tank itself has to be plugging whatever little hole was in it. That's all I can think of. I don't know why else diesel would have been coming out where it was coming out at. I have no idea. So now I'm going to Fresno to get this tank that I'm not even 100% sure I need anymore. But if I don't go get it and take that in to have the shop inspect the tank, and there is a hole in it, and I call this place in Cali and say I don't need the tank anymore, then I'm screwed, you know. At least I'll have it and not need it, rather than need it and not have it, I guess. So yeah, we're gonna, and I'm taking the longer out there, I'm on 25 right now going south, and I'm going to hit the 40 to go west because the 70 has been shut down a couple times already. There's a lot of snow up there in the mountains. I just checked Wyoming because I was like, well, I can shoot up to 80 and go down through Utah. It's basically shut down due to high winds. So we're going this way, which adds about 3 hours to the trip. What sucks is the place isn't open on Sundays. It's open today, but only obviously I can't, it's 20 hours away. They're not open tomorrow. The fun life of a trucker in a time when you can't get any of the parts you need in the normal, easy ways. It's just so stupid. And I just feel like I'm in a rock and a hard place because if I don't go get this thing and I need it, there aren't any more to be had. So we're just gonna go get it. So that's what our next probably 3 to 4 days is going to be. Driving to go get a fuel tank that's 1,200 miles away. And I actually inquired about having it shipped, but that would take more time and cost more money than what I'm doing right now. So we're just gonna go get the damn thing. And I figured I may as well bring you guys along for that ride too. Good times. So we are just south of a town called Trinidad, Colorado, and we are heading into a place called Raton Pass. Raton Pass is the mountain pass between Colorado and New Mexico. Generally pretty docile, although the last time I brought a load of stuff down to New Mexico, it was gorgeous, and like on the southern side of this, it was gorgeous. Looked like it might rain a little bit or whatever, but not a big deal. Well, Taylor was with me and we started up this Raton Pass, and oh my God, it was a blizzard. This isn't a very long pass. It's a quick up and over. It's not very hard. It took us over 4 hours to get up and over it. The roads, I mean, there was snow everywhere. The plows hadn't even thought about coming out yet because it had just started dumping. There were trucks spinning out in the middle of the road trying to put their chains on. You know, you don't want to stop because you're losing momentum. You're worried about sliding backwards. We made it up over it barefoot, which for those of you that don't truck, that means without the tire chains. But it was white knuckle, horrific. It was actually the worst driving experience I've had in the semi. I was terrified the whole time. Because you can see these roads, and I don't even think we're up in it yet, but they're curvy, they're narrow, the drop-offs are steep, and it was just dumping snow. It was a whiteout blizzard. It got to the point there was so much ice built up on the windshield wipers that, I mean, they wouldn't work anymore. I tried to get out and get the ice off, and it was horrible. It was not fun. We were going the other direction. We were going back towards Denver when that happened. You'll get a kind of an idea what this looks like up here. But hopefully there's no snow for us to worry about up here right now. On another note, this Jeep is the worst vehicle I've ever driven long distance. The inside of these things is tiny. It's a 6-speed manual, has no balls, like you got to be in 4th gear 90% of the time. We have gone maybe 200 miles. It's used a half a tank of fuel. Like, it's awful. It is awful. I really wish I still had my F-350. I regret that every single day. I mean, I'm going to pick up a huge fuel tank to put in the back of a Jeep. And it'll fit, but it's annoying. Here we go. Yeah, see, we're not even... There's the sign. Raton Pass, 3 miles. Oh, this is miserable. I'm going to do this. I just wanted to hang out at home for the weekend and get right back on the road.